Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. PR expert Mayah Riaz believes Meghan will likely continue to release jams. Mayah told the Mirror, "I think we could see a range of limited edition jams in a variety of flavours being launched. Along with jams, honey, she may possibly even create sauces and pestos, essentially items which are seen as luxury and would sit well in hampers. They would also be ideal items for gifting if you can get your hands on them." With Jamgate dominating the news, it begs the question, do Harry and Meghan not have much actually going on? Royal expert Richard Kay has suggested that the recent flurry of project announcements by Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, including a new podcast deal and the Duchess of Sussex's jamfluencer rollout, are a diversion tactic from the fact that probably not much is going on. Speaking on this week's Palace Confidential, Kay said that the couple always appears in a hurry to make announcements and look busy. He added, "All these plans are in the pipeline and then nothing happens," referencing earlier claims that there will be no new podcast work from the couple until next year. In February, it was announced that Meghan had signed a deal with a podcast partner to develop and host a new series. However, a source told Richard Eden that there is not expected to be any work broadcast this year, with the relaunch of Meghan's Archetypes podcast allegedly pushed back to 2025. Kay also believed that Meghan's focus is clearly on the lifestyle Riviera stuff that she's very proud of and curating, and thought the announcement of project plans is sort of a way of taking a breath and pausing, trying to decide what to do next. Richard Eden, on the other hand, said, "It's a very strange way of operating, comparing it to Netflix's approach of announcing new content when it's gone into production or is about to be broadcast." He questioned whether Meghan is just doing it for the publicity. Lord Calvia Ranger told GB News, "They're really struggling to get the content. It's all about content. If you want people listening to your podcast and the clicks, you've got to have something to say." Royal commentator Andrew Pearce added, "Is the point here that unless they're bitching about the royal family, there is no way they can monetize?" The couple's previous podcast deal with Spotify, reportedly worth $25 million, was axed last summer after producing less than 13 hours of content during their 3-year partnership. Meghan's original Spotify show, Archetypes, had around 1 million listens per episode and won awards, but the focus now seems to be on her recently launched strawberry jams under the American Riviera Orchard brand. Channel 5's royal correspondent Simon Vigor has expressed doubts about Meghan Markle's potential return to acting, calling it a long shot. Speaking to The Sun, Vigor said, "I think the media career or relighting the screen career as an actress, I think that's a long shot because you can never see her as a character now. You are going to see Meghan, the Duchess, so that's difficult. How can you believe that she is anybody else other than the person that we all know so well? And as I understand it, with Netflix, they still have a deal there who are going to want their pound of flesh, obviously." Vigor's comments suggest that Meghan's global fame and her association with the royal family may overshadow any future acting roles she might take on. The public's perception of her as the Duchess of Sussex could make it challenging for audiences to suspend their disbelief and accept her as a fictional character. Kevin Lygo, the head of ITV, has criticised the BBC for purchasing the rights to the TV show Suits, which starred Meghan before she became the Duchess. Lygo said, "We hear the BBC bleating about lower budgets and they have all the money in the world. Why do they buy all that American stuff? I've had a go at so many different BBC people about this. They just bought Suits, the thing with Meghan Markle in it. You think, why? They outbid us. What's that got to do with license fee payers' money?" In the past, ITV had told the Culture, Media and Sports Select Committee that the BBC should not be permitted to acquire content that is already made or a format that already exists in another territory, where another commercial rival is prepared to purchase that content or format. In other words, the BBC should be the buyer of last resort for pre-existing content or formats in the UK market. PR expert Ryan McCormick tells The Mirror, "Meghan's new podcast delay in the wake of all the phoenix rising after Spotify deal collapse hype is a PR disaster. According to Podcast Index, there are 4.1 million podcasts in existence today. That means at least 4.1 million people, many of whom probably don't have a comfortable, privileged life like an ex-royal, were able to do what Markle can't do. The fact that her show is apparently being pushed back to 2025 will likely cause interest to plummet and become a red flag." In a heartfelt video message, Prince Harry presented the Soldier of the Year award to US combat medic Sergeant First Class Elizabeth Marks. Harry, appearing clean-cut in a black suit jacket with his medals attached, delivered the speech from outside his Montecito home. During the special presentation, Harry paid tribute to Sergeant Marks, whom he described as a friend and a beacon of inspiration. The 33-year-old soldier joined the US Army in 2008 at the age of 17 and suffered bilateral hip injuries when deployed in Iraq 2 years later. Despite her setback, she has become a 4-time Invictus Games gold medalist and 5-time Paralympic medalist. Harry first met Sergeant Marks at the Invictus Games in Orlando in 2016, where he presented her with 4 gold medals for swimming. In his speech, he praised her courage, resilience, and determination that she represented across our service community. The Duke also commended Sergeant Marks for overcoming numerous obstacles and turning her pain into purpose, inspiring others along the way. Despite the injuries she endured during her deployment as a medical assistant in Iraq, along with numerous surgeries and setbacks that would have deterred many, she has persevered tirelessly, becoming the first woman in the Army's world-class athlete program, as well as the first swimmer the program had ever seen, he said. Harry's medals on display during the video included his Operational Service Medal for Afghanistan, Queen's Golden Jubilee Medal, Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal, and Queen's Platinum Jubilee Medal. The heartfelt message comes amid speculation that Harry may not return to the UK next month as initially planned due to security concerns following his recent loss in a High Court legal battle against the UK Home Office. Some social media users questioned the choice of Harry as the presenter, with one person on Reddit asking, "Out of everyone in the world, they chose Harry." Another commented, "We didn't have an American veteran who could do this?" The medals worn by Harry in the video also drew criticism, with one royal fan on X branding the video embarrassing and the medals ridiculous. They wrote, "The participation medals are a sad cry for, look at me," one user explained. Harry is wearing his participation medals. 3 of them are to mark the late Queen's Jubilees, and 1 is being in the Army. Palace Intrigue, we're right back. In The Guardian, Norman Baker writes under the headline, "King Charles looked for heroes to honour and picked William, Kate and Camilla." Baker asks, "I wonder if I should award myself an honour, something grand-sounding. How about Most Excellent Keeper of the Belfry? It has a nice ring about it, even if I have done nothing to deserve it." The latter consideration is, of course, no bar to our fossilised royal family, who have this week breezily been giving themselves ludicrous-sounding honours, as if this were 1724, not 2024. Camilla is now, as of yesterday, the Grand Master of the Order of the British Empire. What empire, you might ask? Kate is now a Companion of Honour, an award reserved for those who have excelled in the world of arts, medicines, or science. Is this perhaps for creating doctoring of photographs? The Duchess of Gloucester, there's a household name, has been made a member of the Order of the Garter, an order created by the King in 1348 to reward his court favourites, while incidentally beyond the palace walls much of the population was dying from the Black Death. William has not missed out either, even if Harry has. The Prince of Wales is now the Great Master of the Order of the Bath. Well, it won't wash. Even more absurd, if that is possible, is the notion that the royal family can, with a straight face, award medals to themselves. Take the Royal Family Order. This is awarded to female members of the royal family simply for being female. In case you missed it, we are now offering a weekly bonus episode exclusively for our paid subscribers on Apple Podcasts. This exclusive features our very own royal insider, Deep Crown, who will provide his unique insights and analysis of the week's most significant royal events, and his first episode is available in that feed. To access these bonus episodes, simply open the Palace Intrigue podcast in the Apple Podcasts app there, and you'll see an option to subscribe. It says, "Listen uninterrupted." And by subscribing, you not only get that weekly bonus episode, but you get to listen to ad-free programs across all of our network, and there's many hundreds there. And if you're new to this subscription service, we're offering a 30-day free trial of Calaroga Plus, so it's a great opportunity to get in. And we'd love you to join and support the Palace Intrigue family. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. And if you like the show, give us 5 stars or give us a review. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.